Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to go over something that I know a lot of people probably have questions about, especially if you're trying to sell Amazon products on the American marketplace, right? And a lot of people are probably wondering, like, is it too competitive? Why can't I find a product? Why is it that I see this good product, it has good stats, but the profit margin doesn't seem, good enough for me, right? And the answer for that is because it's not because Amazon's saturated for the US marketplace. It's that there's so many products on Amazon, so many millions of products on the Amazon marketplace, on the American marketplace alone, that it seems like it's competitive, right? But a product doesn't get, like, Amazon itself isn't competitive. It's the products that can get competitive, all right? So, and you guys got to remember, products are constantly coming out every day, probably every hour, and there's more products coming out than there are sellers, trying to sell on Amazon. So you guys have to consider that as well, especially in 2018. And like I said, I'm gonna repeat myself again, it's not Amazon that's competitive, it's the products that are coming on. They get competitive over time the longer that they're up on the marketplace. So it's not Amazon as a whole that's competitive, so you guys don't have to worry about that. And there's just tons of products that you guys can jump onto. It's just filtering your way through those products and going through all these hundreds or even thousands of products just to find the one that you think is good, the one that will make you some profit. So I just want to get that clear. It's not Amazon itself that's competitive or saturated. It's just that there's so many products on there that there's so many products coming in on a daily basis and stuff that there's just tons of opportunity to jump onto. Okay, and it's not Amazon as a whole. And also, like I said, seller product ratio, there's not as many sellers as there are products, and so there's always going to be more opportunity. And you just have to jump on the product when you can. And don't be afraid of competition. There's always going to be competition on Amazon. No matter what product it is, you're always going, even if you're the first one to start selling a product, you're going to have other people seeing you, and they'll be like, oh, okay, this guy's making good sales, he's making good money, so I'm going to jump on it as well. That happens with every single product that comes out. Now, it's up to you to figure out whether or not you want to compete with them. And honestly, you cannot get away from competition. It's part of telling you whether or not a product is good. And you pull up that Jungle Scout Chrome extension and you just see people with tons and tons of reviews. Of course you can jump on products that have, I'd say, if the top 10 don't have like thousands of reviews, and you should be good to jump onto it. But there's tons of these products that are coming out that sellers cannot keep up with it, and it's like if this was the amount of sellers in the marketplace, this is basically the products, right? And they're constantly going up at the same time, but the products will always be more than the actual sellers, because there's a lot of sellers on there that are selling more than one product, right? So you have to consider that, guys. And it's not too competitive, and you guys have to remember there's tons of other marketplaces as well. There's the UK, there's I think there's Germany as well, there's Canada, and I think I just received an email, I believe you guys should have got it too, is that Amazon's trying to make it easier to sell on out of country marketplaces, and they're trying to make it to where you can just have inventory in the US and have the same shipping times and have the same marketplaces in order to sell on like a European marketplace, right? And they're trying to make it more easier, more connected. So that's tons of opportunity that's going to be opened up in hopefully in late 2018 to early 2019. That opens up so much more opportunity. So you guys have to understand that Amazon, it can't really get competitive. The products can get competitive, but Amazon as a whole can't get competitive, right? They're not going to start kicking sellers out. They're not going to start kicking products out just because there's too many people, right? It's like YouTube. You have all these new YouTubers coming in, you have all these new videos being uploaded. They're not kicking people out. It's not the fact that it's not the fact that YouTube itself is competitive. It's the fact that you know, certain niches, certain you know, genres of videos might be getting too competitive, like you know, pranks or you know, make money online and like all this stuff. It can get competitive, but you just have to find other niches, find other, you know, different subjects, and that's basically how you compare it to Amazon products. So that's definitely something I wanted to talk about in this video. I feel like a lot of people don't really understand and look at it the wrong way, especially in 2018. You know, people go on YouTube, they probably, you know, see that people made videos about selling on Amazon, you know, 5+ years ago, and they're probably like, oh, well, it's probably too competitive now. Guys, it's not Amazon, it's the products. All right, it's, you know, products get competitive over time, not the whole entire marketplace, you know, because there's always going to be new products, there's always going to be new sellers. You just got to figure out when to jump on that train and figure out what product you're going to be selling. Now, don't be afraid of competition, and there's always going to be, you know, people that are going to be trying to, you know, one up you on the marketplace. So that's why you always have to you know, keep up with your listing and everything. So that's all I wanted to emphasize for this video. I just wanted to, you know, get it all out there, because it is very important to have the right mindset when you're jumping into this, so you just don't push an opportunity away. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and make sure you like down below and subscribe. Make sure you comment as well what you guys want to see next. But there are tons of good products that are coming in, and there are products right now that are doing really well. And so if you can't find a product, just know that the reason you might not be finding it is because there's tons and tons of products on Amazon. There's millions of them. There's probably close to billions now. So you guys definitely need to keep that in mind, and even look up the stats on your own. Go on Google. You know, you can look up the stats yourself. The sellers are coming in slower than the actual products are, because there's so many sellers on there that are selling more than one. Now, going on to the next thing, you're probably wondering, how can I compete? How can I, you know, stand up against all these other competitors on Amazon that probably have a better product than me, that probably, you know, have more customers? Well, guys, the best way that you can do that is by private labeling your products, right? Take a logo, take your own logo, design it, do whatever you have to do, outsource it, and put it on your product. Make it seem like, you know, your product is a big brand, a big company. And just throw it out there, guys. You once you throw your label onto a product, and you know, you brand it, customers that see your product and be like, oh, okay, this must be an established company, this, you know, this is somebody that I can trust, and you're going to be able to compete. Now, if you just go on the marketplace and you just throw up a blank product that doesn't have a logo on it, that looks very generic, that looks like everybody else's, then of course you're not going to be able to compete, guys. So you just have to figure out how to differentiate yourself from everyone else if you want to compete on these marketplaces. Now, of course, the competition is going to range differently in between you know, how on different products, depending on how long they've been on the marketplace. You know, if a product's been on the marketplace for, you know, maybe 2 months or so, and it's killing it, you know, people are on there making 10K plus a month, then the competition is going to be low. People are going to have low reviews. It's going to be easy to jump on. You're going to be able to sell really easily, even if you don't have that much differentiation on your product. But if you try to jump onto a product that's been on the marketplace for about 6 months or so, you know, there's tons of people on there with different box designs, you know, all these cool different logos, they have all these different bundle options, then it's going to be more competitive, and that's at the point where that product is starting to get a little bit more competitive. Now, jumping on to like a year down the road or a year and a half, where people are probably going to hit the 1,000 mark when it comes to reviews, and then, you know, 500 to 1,000, everybody in the top or the first page is going to have at least 100 reviews. Then yeah, at that point, that product's you know, it's really competitive. I'm not saying you can't jump onto it, but it's going to cost a lot more money, a lot more time, and a lot more effort, and you know, you got a lot of you know, improvising in order to jump onto it, in order to differentiate yourself from everybody else on the marketplace. So that's definitely something you guys have to consider, because that's a product alone that's competitive. That doesn't mean entire, you know, Amazon's competitive, because it doesn't matter how many products are on Amazon. Okay, that's why you see these marketplaces like the UK and Australia and all these other stuff. People are able to find products on there like that, like really easily, like find really good products on there, and that's because there's not as many products on the Amazon marketplace in order to sort that they need to sort through in order to find a good one. So hopefully you guys understand that, because I know it can be really, confusing. The first time you find a product, especially if you think it's the perfect one, the perfect stats and everything, there's been a lot of times where I find a perfect one and I find out that when I go on Alibaba, it costs a lot of money in order to source, in order to manufacture, and that throws out all the profit out the window, right? So yeah, guys, that's all I really wanted to talk about. No, Amazon is not competitive. It's just the products can get competitive on the marketplace. You just have to figure out when you want to jump on, and you got to figure out what products are trending, and figure out exactly how to differentiate yourself in order to start killing it and making profit. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow morning. Make sure you like down below, make sure you subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. I don't have like a whole bunch of ideas of what I want to talk about on this channel, but this is for you guys. This is me trying to give as much information as I can, because I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I did. A lot of the mistakes that I made cost me thousands of dollars, but if I'm able to portray that to you guys and tell you about it, then that's going to save you guys some money and time and help you guys succeed faster. So with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace.